Li-Ning sending us our second pair of shoes. Huge shout out. Today we got our first impressions on the Way of Wade All City V2. I'm excited. Let's go.
Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No.
Welcome back to our channel, guys. As you can see, we're testing out the Li-Ning Way of Wade All City 10 V2. That might be the longest title of a shoe that I've ever reviewed. These things are really cool. Like I said, Li-Ning sent us these out to us. Huge shout out to them. That is so cool that they've been working with us like that. We absolutely love that. Chase, what do you think about these shoes?
Honestly, they're not too bad.
Honestly, not too bad. That's what we got. Huh? That's all you got for me?
They look pretty clean.
Really cool looking model.
If I'm gonna be honest though, I do like the 808s a little bit better.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. If I had to choose between the two that we've gotten so far.
I'm not gonna lie. What are you? You had the colorway name for these. This is the Ice Blood.
No,
I think you said?
No, this is the, I don't think this is the Ice Blood colorway.
Oh, well, that doesn't help me then. Oh, maybe the Ice Blood's the model then. We're just now, so if anyone saw my review of the 808 2 Ultras, the 808 2 Ultra review came out probably like a month ago. That was the first Li-Ning. I said Li-Ning in that video. We've solved it since then. Anyone who's coming back from that video, haters. All right, so Li-Ning Way of Wade 808 2 Ultra. I reviewed that like a month ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Either way, super impressed. Had never reviewed them before, so I'm really intrigued by these. They liked our review. They actually sent us another pair. We're super grateful for that. So shout out Li-Ning once again.
What's the price of these?
Now we're gonna talk about the model a little bit. So this is the Way of Wade All City 10 V2. Super long title name. It's the V2, so they probably had a V1. I didn't play in them, obviously, but these are gonna retail for $149, which is $10 cheaper than the 808 2 Ultra. I think these are really clean, but before we get any further, let's show them what we're rocking with for the socks today. What we got?
All right, today we are rocking with the Baller X colorway edition.
Oh man, I can't even get them looking
These
nice.
things are super clean. X over the E, because there's no excuses for becoming a baller.
I love
honestly,
it.
These things are nice, guys. Check them out on our website if you want to support us. But back to the shoes, Landon. Overall, what is your first impression?
I can't believe you forgot the merch. We also got merch, this super nice baller merch. We got some more designs that we're gonna be doing. You can kind of see it through the design on the E there. Super clean setup. All right, back to the shoes. That's what we're here for. So All City 10 V2, super nice look to them. Like this is such a clean looking model. I still haven't played in the Way of Wade 10s yet, so I don't know much about that. But as for this model right here, like they have a really clean design, like a super high fashion look. That's what I thought whenever I saw Li-Ning the first. That's what I thought whenever I saw Li-Ning the first time. Like their shoes, like just had a super futuristic, just high quality design. That's how they look. That's how the first pair felt. Let's get on the court, see how these ones feel. All right, so now getting on the court, kind of putting some shots up, seeing how these feel more for the performance side. Before we do that, let me know down in the comments what we think. Way of Wade. All right, I about went 808 2 Ultra. Way of Wade All City 10 V2. Really clean looking model. The back is sick. I love this setup on these. Now we'll go ahead, so I'm gonna keep you down here while we're about to talk about the cushioning. So these, they make it pretty obvious for you. These have that boom. It's probably like, what I just found out is that Li-Ning kind of uses like this one piece, like drop-in boom setup. A lot of the times for their cushioning, that seems to be something like, I'm trying to learn their cushioning tech because I've only played in one shoe from them only. So the boom felt really good on the 808 2 Ultra. Like it felt really, no, that's how we're gonna start the review. It felt really good on the Ultra. It feels a little bit more thin here. Like, I mean, the heel feels really good on this model from what I can tell. The heel is definitely like, it feels like it's a little bit more padded, which is weird because you got that boom set up in the front. I don't know what that means. It's gonna be pretty balanced, just comparatively, since I've only checked out the two models. I would try and keep it with Nike, but I don't really know how to kind of cross compare that necessarily. So right now, I would say like it's not quite as soft as the 808 2 Ultra, but it's still there. It's definitely not bad, a little bit more mediocre. As for like the materials and like the support for a low top model, these feel like they're gonna play really solid. Like I don't feel any give. I don't feel any give on those on those step backs.
No heel slippage?
No heel slippage, and I think part of that is gonna be here. I'll bring you in for a few features real quick before we get to the traction. Like, obviously, strap's gonna help. People in the comments like to remind you that's more so for the laces, but it's gonna help with a little bit with the containment. This right here, really defined, and it kind of curves in on the back. So whenever it does that, it feels like your heel like can't really come up, even if it wants to. I like that. Not a ton of overlays I'm seeing. You got 2 different materials kind of worked in right there.
Looks like very breathable too.
Yeah, very bro. Look at that. Yeah,
That
you
toe
got
box.
that mesh in the toe box, but even then, it can't move too much. The branding is sick. We'll finish you off with the traction though while we're down here. So what we got?
We got like a
Random stuff.
yeah. I don't know about this traction. We tried them out in the inside and.
Well,
honestly,
we're gonna have to try them out inside eventually. I mean, we're gonna go and do that, but I mean, as for this, like,
seems very.
I feel like it's gonna be sticky. Like, it feels like it's got some stick to it. But I mean, compared to the other ones, I'd have to look at the 808 oh, that might airball. I'd have to look at the 808 Ultra again. That was close. That was real close. But I mean, like, these feel like they're not gonna be quite as durable. Like, the grooves aren't super deep. Now the ball's all wet. Traction's not gonna be a bad spot on these. Probably not the best either. That wraps up our first impressions on the Way of Wade All City 10 V2. That name keeps getting longer the more I say it. All I know, these are really cool. I'm excited about this shoe. I really want to test them out indoors. I'm not going to be able to say 100% how they're going to stack up compared to the 808 2 Ultra. You're going to get sick and tired of me referencing that shoe. It's the only other shoe I've played in from this brand, from this Li-Ning brand, so it's kind of all I had to go off of. But I really like them so far. The design especially. Nice little heel, the heel design in the back. This logo coming off the midsole, I think that's sick. I love the strap. Really sick model.
But overall, Landon, these things are $149.
$149.
Ultras are $159.
$159.
You know, what are you feeling on this for a $149 shoe lining up with other brands?
$149 is not a bad price point. $150, that's about average. Maybe on the slightly upper end, but about average for a good basketball shoe. These feel like they play nice. The cushions may be the part where they're the most average. They feel super light. The traction feels great, and the support is really not bad at all. $149 off the appearance alone. Might be biased, but I definitely think they will be. But just to double check, I am going to be reviewing these indoors. I'll circle back. That'll be coming out in the next 1 to 2 weeks. We got top 5 videos coming out too, guys, so make sure you're looking out for that stuff. But that's going to wrap up our first impressions on the Way of Wade. I'm not saying the title again. Peace.